Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I stand here on the floor for my first time in support of HB 1485. I must commend our leadership and my colleagues for crafting this fiscally responsible piece of legislation that makes us live within our means. As I stand here today and I look over the floor, I'm reminded of why we're here today. We're here to represent not one single group. We are here to represent the taxpayer. Make no mistake about it. This 112 to 91 Republican majority, the largest majority for any party in this House in over 40 years, was elected to be responsible stewards of the taxpayer dollars. Trust me, we weren't elected because people just love Republicans. This budget accomplishes that while maintaining proper funding for our most important priorities, like education. In fact, this budget invests more state money into education than the last state budget. No longer will we use one-time gimmicks and fixes to balance our budget. And that brings me to the federal stimulus dollars. Make no mistake about it, the decline in overall education funding is entirely due to the expiration of federal stimulus dollars. In 2008, school districts across this Commonwealth were warned that this money was temporary. They were told not to blow this money. Many listened. Unfortunately, many did not. So naturally, when Governor Corbett released his initial budget, many of those school districts who did not listen came kicking and screaming into our offices. Our doors were open and we listened. And this is what we did. The House Republican budget has restored over $200 million for K-12 education over Governor Corbett's proposal. The House Republican budget has restored basic education funding for all school districts to pre-stimulus levels compared to Governor Corbett's budget. The House Republican budget has also restored over $100 million to the Accountability Block Program, which was taken out of Governor Corbett's budget. And finally, House Republicans have increased funding for higher education by over $380 million. I know many members wish we could spend more. We constantly hear of the $500 million surplus that we are projected to have. I say this, though. When this Commonwealth has over $8 billion in outstanding debt, a possible $800 million judgment to repay the MCARE fund due to the last governor's budget, increasing pension obligations for public employees, and federal employment compensation debt to repay, do we still have a surplus? If someone wants to tell me that we still have a surplus, I would suggest that they take a basic accounting course. I'm proud of this House Republican budget. The days of balancing the budget with Ponzi schemes, one-time gimmicks, and borrowing are over. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.